Welcome to Psycholab, the podcast that explores the hidden psychology and surprising science behind our everyday lives.
Where we peel back the layers of the human experience, one fascinating and sometimes frightening topic at a time.
I'm Josh,
And I'm Chelsea.
and today we're opening the lid on a subject that's lurking in everyone's kitchen.
Josh, what is that sound? Are you eating that?
It's that key lime pie yogurt. Want a bite?
That yogurt expired yesterday, Josh. Are you actively trying to get food poisoning? Put it down. You're creating a biohazard zone.
Relax, Chelsea. It's perfectly fine. It's delicious, actually. I think the lime is just getting a little zestier with age, like a fine wine.
Ugh, I'm gonna gag. Ugh, I can smell the bacterial bloom from over here, and I'm wearing a mask.
You're wearing a face mask in our own studio because of a yogurt.
I'm protecting my respiratory system from imminent microbial assault, which brings us to today's topic, listeners, why my co-host has a death wish.
Okay, let's reframe that. Today's topic is the expiry date lie. Because that date printed on the container, it's not what you think it is.
It's a warning. It's the food equivalent of a skull and crossbones on a bottle of poison.
Not even close. That date has almost nothing to do with food safety. It's the manufacturer's subjective best guess for when the food will be at its peak quality.
Peak quality? What does that even mean?
It means when the flavor is sharpest or the texture is exactly as intended. After that date, this yogurt might get a tiny bit more tangy. A texture might be a fraction less firm. That's it. It doesn't magically transform into a cup of poison at the stroke of midnight.
So you're telling me it's just slightly less perfect yogurt?
Exactly. It's a suggestion, a marketing tool. It's not a safety regulation. And to make matters worse, they deliberately try to confuse you with all the different labels.
Right. Sell by, best by, use by. I just treat them all as die by dates to be safe.
And that's where they get you. Okay, let's break it down. First, sell by. That date is purely for the store. It tells the employee when to take it off the shelf. It has zero meaning for you at home. You can eat things for days, even weeks after that date.
Weeks? Don't say weeks.
Yes, weeks. Then there's best by or best if used by. That's the peak quality thing we just discussed. It's about flavor, not safety. Think of it as a friendly and very conservative suggestion.
A suggestion that gives me anxiety.
The only one you should even mildly pay attention to is use by, and that's typically reserved for more sensitive items like raw meat, fish, or baby formula.
Okay, C, meat. That's serious. You can't mess with chicken.
It is, but even that date is incredibly cautious. They build in a massive buffer zone because they're terrified of lawsuits. They basically assume you're the most irresponsible consumer on earth.
Okay, but why? Why be so confusing?
Why do you think? It's about money, Chelsea. It's a quiet conspiracy to make you waste food.
A conspiracy? By who? Big Milk?
Precisely. Think about it. If you're scared of your perfectly good carton of eggs because the date was yesterday, what do?
I throw them out. Immediately. Probably in a sealed bag.
And then what do?
I buy more eggs. Oh my God.
Bingo! It's planned obsolescence for your pantry. They create doubt, you panic and toss it, and they sell you a replacement. It's brilliant. And it's why households are one of the biggest sources of food waste. We're throwing away billions of dollars of perfectly good food because we're scared of a number. And it's not just eggs and yogurt. Think about canned goods. People see a date on a can of beans from a year ago and toss it. That can is likely perfectly fine for another 5, even 10 years.
10 years? Are you building a doomsday bunker? Canned food doesn't last forever. The can could be rusted or bulging. That's a sign of botulism, Josh. Botulism.
I'm just the man who hates waste and trusts his senses. And maybe, just maybe, I also enjoy a zestier yogurt from time to time.
I'm not making buttermilk with your science experiment. You're a food daredevil, Josh, a culinary cosmonaut exploring the final frontier of fermented foods.
Now that's where the sniff test is king. If it smells fine, it's fine. If it smells sour, it's sour. But even sour milk is not necessarily dangerous. People use it for baking all the time. It's how you make buttermilk.
Okay, last one. A carton of milk that's a week past its date.
Mustard is so acidic, it's almost impossible for bacteria to grow in it. It'll last for years. It might lose some of its potency, but it's safe.
Fat bloom. Sounds delightful. What about a jar of mustard that's been in your fridge for 2 years?
That's just fat blue. The cocoa butter has separated. It might not taste as good, but it's perfectly safe to eat.
Huh, see? I knew it. Okay, what about a chocolate bar that's a year old and has that white chalky film on it?
Slimy's a no go. That's a sign of bacterial growth. Toss it. See? Your senses work.
Okay, a bag of pre washed spinach that's a day past its date and a little slimy.
I love it. Let's do it. Hit me.
A revolution, huh? All right, so what's the revolutionary's guide to not getting food poisoning? Give me a lightning round. I'll name a food, you tell me if it's safe to eat past the date.
It's not just you, it's a collective problem, but it starts with each of us being a little smarter about what we throw away. We need to reclaim our common sense. It's a revolution against the tyranny of the best buy date.
Okay, you're making me feel guilty now. The fate of the planet rests on my box of stale crackers.
But is that worth throwing away the whole box and contributing to the massive food waste problem we have? We're not just talking about saving a few bucks here, Chelsea. We're talking about a serious environmental issue. All the water, the land, the energy that goes into producing that food just for it to end up in a landfill because of an arbitrary date on a box.
I like my crackers crispy, thank you very much. I don't want to eat a sad, stale cracker that's lost its will to live.
You're right, you can't, but you also can't compare it to a box of crackers that's a week past its best buy date. Those crackers are just slightly less crispy. That's it. It's not a safety issue, it's a minor quality issue.
Okay, honey, I can believe. It's like a magical food, but that's an exception. You can't compare honey to a leaking package of chicken.
How about honey? Did you know they found edible honey in ancient Egyptian tombs? It's thousands of years old and still perfectly good to eat. Honey is naturally antimicrobial. It never spoils. If it crystallizes, you just warm it up.
Okay, I'm drawing the line at fungus tentacles. What other horrors are you hiding in your pantry of poison?
They're called hyphae, and they don't spread far in hard cheeses. Now, with soft cheese, that's a different story. And with bread, you're right, you should toss it. But that's a case of knowing the food, not just the date.
Cut it off. Cut it off? No, the mold has roots. It has invisible tentacles of fungus spreading throughout the cheese. You're eating fungus tentacles.
Well, now that you mention it, with certain foods, yes. Take hard cheese, for example. If you see a little bit of mold on a block of cheddar, you can just cut it off. The mold can't penetrate deep into the cheese. You cut off an inch around the moldy part, and the rest is perfectly good.
I'm not eating decade old beans. I have standards. What's next? You're going to tell me it's okay to eat moldy bread?
Of course, if the can is damaged, you toss it. That's common sense. That's using your eyes, not the date. But an intact can? The food inside is in a sterile environment. It might lose a little bit of its nutritional value or the texture might change slightly over a decade, but it's still safe to eat.
That is diabolical, and it's totally working on me.
But here's the beautiful part. You don't need their numbers. You have a built-in, high-tech, perfectly calibrated food safety device you carry with you at all times.
A pocket spectrometer?
Your nose, Chelsea, and your eyes. We have evolved for millions of years to detect rot. Our sense of smell is exquisitely tuned to pick up the specific chemical signatures of decay. If food is truly bad, truly spoiled, your nose will scream danger at you. But we've been trained to ignore this incredible survival instinct. We outsource our safety to a meaningless string of numbers printed by a machine. We have literally unlearned how to trust our own senses.
But what if my nose is wrong? What if I have a cold and can't smell the subtle hints of death?
Then you use your eyes. Is there blue fuzzy mold on it? Is the milk chunky? Does the chicken feel slimy? It's not subtle when food goes bad. For this yogurt, it smells like lime. That's it.
Ugh, that sound. My stomach just did a backflip.
All right, enough theory. It's time for the practical exam.
What? No. What practical exam? I didn't study.
Behold the sound of a milk jug sloshing and being placed on a table.
Oh, no. I can see the date on that carton from here, Josh. Is that?
That's right, 1 gallon of organic whole milk. Best Buy, 2 days ago.
It's a ticking bomb of botulism. Get it away from me.
First, we use the ancient technique, the brain hack, opening the milk cap with a crackle, the sniff test.
Don't do it. Don't put your face near it.
taking a long, loud sniff. Smells like milk. Not a hint of sourness, nothing. Just cold, creamy, delicious milk.
It's lying to you. The bacteria are hiding their scent. They're stealthy.
That's not how microbiology works. And now the challenge. I'm going to drink this glass of perfectly good 2-day old milk. Slurping. Ah, delicious.
I can't watch. Are you okay? Are you feeling dizzy? Is your vision blurring?
I feel great. Fortified with calcium. Want a sip?
I would rather lick the floor of a bus station.
All right, fine. We won't push it. But the lesson for everyone at home stands. Your food is almost certainly fine. The date is a suggestion, not a death sentence.
He.
So before you throw away that carton of broth or that bag of salad, just stop, look, and most importantly, sniff. Trust your senses. Trust the millions of years of evolution that designed you to survive.
Right. Okay.
Our final advice is this: trust your nose, not the number. I'm Josh.
And I'm Chelsea. And I think I'm going to be sick. Ugh, gagging.
And we'll see you next time on Psycholab Podcast.